Well, hello YouTubers, yes! Okay, I'm still a bit drunk, but yes, I'm going to do this video anyway because I'm sure it's going to be fun. So yes, it's the morning after the Oscars. Oh, I just had all the Prosecco. There was just so much Prosecco, and it was a good laugh, but oh my god, yes, I've just got home. I was at a party in Croydon, and yeah, I've had about 2 hours sleep because, yeah, after the Oscars ended, I decided it'd be fun to watch Get Out. Yeah. For no other reason than the fact that whilst we were watching the Oscars and there was all this hype building up thinking Get Out might win Best Picture, I was like, I want to watch Get Out again. So yeah, now I'm going to talk to you about my thoughts, the results, etc. So yeah, sit back and enjoy the ride, because Luke's going to entertain you, because he's a bit wankered. So, general thoughts, the 90th Academy Awards. Well, to be honest, I thought it was actually a bit of a dull Oscars. Having said that, it is coming off the back of the 89th Academy Awards with perhaps the biggest blunder in history with the envelope mix-up. So yeah, this one didn't feel like it was as prime for scandal as the previous one. But yeah, generally as a whole, the Oscars was a bit basic this year. There wasn't many upsets or big surprises. Like, most of the people who I thought would win did win, and yeah, I got 17 out of 24 correct, and I tied for first place with my friend Michael in our sweepstakes, so yeah, I won £20, so yes, I'm feeling good about that. Excuse me, god, it was one of those years where the Academy basically awarded a lot of films rather than one film sweeping it, okay? The biggest winner of the night was The Shape of Water, which ended up winning Best Director, Best Production Design, Best Music, and Best Picture, which is not a bad haul. The film that came in second with 3 wins was Dunkirk, but that was all for technical stuff, the 2 sound categories, sound mixing, sound editing, and it won for editing, I believe. I hope that's right. I'm pretty sure it's editing. I forgot to bring my little sheet with all the correct answers on it. I'm just gonna have to go from what I can remember. And yeah, 3 Billboards won 2 awards for acting, Beth Frances McDormand and Sam Rockwell. Very much predicted and expected. And then, who else? And there's a couple of us that won 2. Blade Runner 2049 for cinematography and best visual effects. And also Darkest Hour for best hair and makeup, and of course a best actor Oscar for Gary Oldman. Go to bed, Luke. My friend Richard made this adorable little goodie bag. Yeah, it's just full of, you know, candy and had some booze in it. The booze is gone. But yeah, I also have... I didn't even see this before. I should have popped this on before. I do heart Lady Bird, big time. And I was really sad it didn't actually win any awards last night. It didn't win Best Picture, it didn't win Best Actress for Saoirse Ronan, or it didn't win Best Original Screenplay. And I thought it might have had a chance for Best Original Screenplay. But yeah, as I predicted in my prediction videos, Lady Bird was probably going to be one of those films that was a surprising winner and won a few, or just went home empty-handed, and sadly it was the latter this year. But still, it's a very good movie, and like, it's had such a wonderful reception. I'm sure it's going to be influential for future filmmakers, especially women in the film industry as well, so it's going to inspire a lot of people. So yeah, the film of the night that had the most hype surrounding it was definitely Get Out. There was a lot of people thinking it was going to be the dark horse to win Best Picture, and even I was questioning if it would win at some points as well, because it won the Independent Spirit Award the previous night, so that's a good precursor as to who's usually going to win Best Picture, because the last 4 years, the person who won the Independent Spirit Award went on to win Best Picture. Sadly, it wasn't that this year. It went to The Shape of Water, which I think is a nice pick for Best Picture. It is a safe option, and I don't think it had as much to say as Lady Bird, Get Out, or even 3 Billboards. But it is a very charming film. It's a very sweet film. It is quite timeless as well, and I think it will age quite well. And it's nice to see a fantasy film win as well, because it is a genre that is more often than not overlooked by the Academy. But yeah, the night as a whole wasn't too controversial. There was no one on the red carpet wearing anything ridiculous. The person who I thought was worst dressed was actually Timothée Chalamet. I was just like, come on, man. It's just too much white. Hashtag Oscars so white, am I right? But yeah, I was expecting a lot of politics to be involved this year, and there wasn't actually that much in general. I mean, even on the red carpet, people were wearing colour now. Like the whole wearing black solidarity thing over awards season seems to have come to an end, and people were wearing lots of colours, which was nice, I guess. Jimmy Kimmel was fine as well as a host. I think he did a better job last year. I didn't think he was anything spectacular, not one of the more memorable Oscar hosts, but still he was pleasant enough. He addressed the topics of conversation sensitively and carefully. But I like that he addressed the whole envelope mix-up thing from last year. That was priceless. And I also love when Guillermo del Toro checked the envelope when he found out he won Best Picture. It was a nice little, okay, just double checking. So yeah, I got 17 out of 24 correct predictions as a whole, and for the Oscar prediction videos that I did on my channel, I got 7 out of 8 right. The only one that I got wrong was Best Picture. I thought it would be 3 Billboards, but yeah, Shape of Water snatched it up, which I am fine with. I thought Lady Bird should have won, and in my heart I wanted Call Me By Your Name to win. And yeah, speaking of Call Me By Your Name, check this out. Yeah, how cute do I look? But yeah, that wasn't actually a peach I was holding, it was an orange. But I didn't think to buy a peach when we decided we were going to do costumes this year. And my friend Richard dressed up as Lavonna Harding from I, Tonya. So yeah, I think he won best dress, so yeah. Kudos, Richard. So yeah, some of my favourite moments of the night. Well, first of all, I loved Gary Oldman's speech. It was very charming and professional, but also had a nice touch of dry humour, and the bit where he was just like, oh, I'm going to call my mom and we're going to have a cup of tea and I'm going to talk about the Oscar. I just thought that was adorable. And Frances McDormand as well, asking all the female nominees to stand up. That was a nice moment of solidarity, so you go, girl. I also love when Jodie Foster and J-Lo got a little bit sassy at Meryl Streep because Jodie Foster came on the stage with crutches and like J-Lo's, how'd that happen? And she's just like, Meryl. Kudos for Meryl Streep for going along with it. It was brilliant. And the category that I was most chuffed with that I got right was Best Original Screenplay, and that went to Jordan Peele, who did take something home at least. That was a very tough one for me to decide because I thought it could go to either Mark McDonagh, Greta Gerwig, or Jordan Peele. But yeah, I went with my gut and my instincts, and they paid off, which was nice. So yeah, that was the most satisfying win for me that night. The one that I was most upset by that I got wrong was Best Song, because that went to Coco for Remember Me, which I thought was a bit of a bland song, which I know some people love. Don't bite my head off. I'm just saying I didn't think it was the best song. I thought This Is Me was more powerful. It speaks to us about what's going on in culture right now. It's all about self-love and tolerance and inclusivity and yeah, just owning who you are, which I thought was a very good message. But yeah, sadly it didn't win. And the person who I was most upset for that didn't win was Christopher Nolan for Best Director. I love Guillermo del Toro, but especially with him winning Best Picture, I was just like, oh, why couldn't you have just given directing to Christopher Nolan? It's a clearly superior film in terms of direction. But yeah, that's just the way things go sometimes with the Oscars, and hopefully Christopher Nolan gets another shot further down the line. And as for British people that won this year, we had Gary Oldman for Best Actor. I think the lady that won Best Hair and Makeup was British as well. And Rachel Shenton for Animated Short, she ended up winning, she's British, good for her. And Roger Deakins for Cinematography. He has previously lost 13 times and he finally got his Oscar. He looked high as a kite when he gave his acceptance speech. But yeah, I'm so glad he finally got some acknowledgement. Oh, and James Ivory was also the oldest Oscar winner at age 89 when he won for Best Adapted Screenplay for Call Me By Your Name. So yeah, that was very touching. So happy for him. I am so tired. So yeah, in the end, guys, the Oscars was actually kind of dull this year. Like, nothing too shocking. But yeah, still a lot of the right people did win and I was quite chuffed. 17 out of 24 again. That's usually my average. I still need to beat that score. I don't think I've ever gotten more than 17. So yeah, next year. What did you guys think of the Oscars? Who do you think missed out? Who do you think should have rightfully won something? Or was there someone you were just exceptionally happy for with a win? What do you think? Do let me know in the comment section below. Right, so I'm gonna go to bed now, guys. Thanks to all of you that have watched my Oscar predictions videos and commenting. It's been so nice to talk to you. I'll be doing all this the same time next year, so if you want to see all that, be sure to click subscribe so you don't miss it when I start posting that stuff. But as always, thanks so much for watching, guys. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Carefield, and I'll see you at the 91st Academy Awards. Bam!